Hey guys, what's up? It's Silxnse back in the video. Today I'm going to be giving you a video on how Lucio can counter every hero in the game. Starting with the first hero, Doomfist. After he seismic slams onto your team, you can actually boop him away so that he can't follow up with a punch very easily. For Genji, you can boop him after he dashes during his Dragon Strike. This makes it so he can't really get any kills on your team since he won't have any mobility till it resets again. Make sure it's after he dashes though, because if you just boop before he dashes, it's no use and he'll be able to dash right back into you and get an easy kill. For Pharah, you're going to want to get up close to her and make sure she gets focused on you instead of the team. This makes it so your team has a lot more space to do what they need to. For example, if the Pharah is constantly shooting at the soldier or McCree, it's very hard for them to take her out since they take so much damage from her. So if you just get some pressure off of them, get in her face, it makes her have to focus you instead of them, and then they get an easy kill. For Reaper, you can boop him during his ult and then speed boost away to make sure that none of you or your teammates get killed during it. Make sure you don't boop them into your team though, because that'll make them pretty triggered. For Soldier, you're going to want to dive him. Make sure you have a good way of escaping though, because if you just go on head first and have no way of escaping, it's easy for him to kill you. It's also very good if you push him into a corner where he can't really escape very easily, and make sure you have pillars or something else that you can dodge behind to block damage. But the main focus here is to make sure he uses his healing and his Helix rocket on you so that your team can follow up really easily and get the kill. For Sombra, you can actually shoot her while she's trying to hack you or your teammates and it will completely cancel it, making it pretty much useless for her. But you have to make sure you do this very quickly, because if you don't, she'll get the hack off. As soon as you hear the Sombra uncloaking, you should be prepared to go look at her and start shooting her, because that's when you know she's gonna start hacking you or trying to take damage. For Tracer, you want to get up in her face. This is where you can kill her the easiest. Make sure she uses up her blinks and her recalls on you so that your DPS can focus her down easily and she has no way of escaping. For Hanzo, you can actually make yourself really hard to hit just by going around using your speed boost, booping him into corners, etc. And he's actually, if you have enough time and space, he's actually a pretty hero to kill as Lucio. For Junkrat, you're going to want to speed your teammates through the choke so they don't get hit by his mines. Oftentimes you'll see teams get full held on 2 CP maps because they just can't get through the choke through all the Junkrat spam, but just speed boosting through it makes this a lot better. For Torbjorn, if his turret is level 1 and he's trying to build it to level 2, if you're just constantly shooting it, he can't build it at all. For Widowmaker, you're going to want to speed boost your team and yourself onto her so that it's much harder for her to hit her shots, and you can also just overwhelm her. This is especially good if her hook is down because she'll have no way of escaping. For Diva, after she ults and lands on the ground, right before she gets her mech back, you can boop her straight in the sky and she won't be able to call it in. This makes it so you and your teammates can focus her down and kill her pretty easily. For Irisa, you can wait for her to put down her supercharger and then speed boost your whole team around the shield so they can destroy it easily. I wouldn't recommend doing this just by yourself though, because if you do, it's very easy for her and her teammates to focus you down so they do extra damage, but if your whole team's going past the shield, it's pretty hard for the supercharger to stay up. For Reinhardt, you can actually boop him around a corner so that he misses his shatter. Another thing you can do is boop him straight up when he's shattering so your team has more time to get away and they have more time to kill him. For Winston, you can boop him forward when he's trying to jump on you on high ground and he'll actually fall down below. Then you'll have to wait for his jump cooldown to get back up. This makes him a very easy target to dive and kill. Another thing you do, if he's jumping over you, you can boop him to the side or boop him up to keep his momentum going and he'll just get launched over your team. For Zarya, a lot of people don't know this, but obviously if you boop her bubble, she won't get pushed back at all. But if you go up in her face when she bubbles, you can actually boop right through it. Against McCree, you can wait till he flashbangs your teammate, then you can boop him so he can't follow up on his shots, and then you and your teammate can take him out pretty easily. Another thing you can do is wait till he high noons, and then when he does, you can boop around a corner so he can't get any shots onto you and your teammates. For Mei, you can wait till he freezes your teammate, Then right before she shoots, you can boop her out of the way so she can't follow up. Against Roadhog, it's pretty much the same as McCree and May. You could just boop him right before he shoots after he hooks so that he misses your shot. If you do it too early and boop him as soon as he hooks the teammate, then he'll oftentimes actually be able to follow up on it pretty easily. If you do it right before he shoots, he usually messes up. Against Mercy, you can actually boop her away from her res so she doesn't get it off. This also puts the cooldown all the way back to 30 seconds, so she has to wait 30 seconds before she can res another teammate. That's how you can counter every hero in Overwatch with Lucio. This shows that he's a very strong hero, can be used in almost every scenario. If there's any questions you want or anything you want me to explain better, just leave a comment down below and I'll try to respond to everyone I can. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.